And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? They're trying to get to it. Fires to the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it on the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll run it on the counter. At the 20, he's got space. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They'll line up for a second down play. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. After the run, now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the offense is trying to go power here, and normally this play hits right up the middle, but there was just too much congestion. It forced the ball carrier to bounce it to the outside, and he gets tackled for a loss.
Unleashes to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Going up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you.
Open runway ahead. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Missouri. And that one will give them the lead.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession Seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Looking to scramble. Grabbed in the middle. It's locked. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Makes him talk to the hand. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Cook. Got his man quickly.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. And it's picked off again. It hasn't been on par.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The give as they work on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Love. At the 45, on its way. Bulldozes his way through. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Notre Dame right back to the line. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Corralled and brought down by the defense. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse. Looking deep down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll start this drive firing. Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Running toward the tape. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone saying I don't need to add points. But here's the thing.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Strong, firm tackle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Step 1 by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another... Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Scanning the field, it's Allard. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Rebels want to move quickly. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. The offense lining up for a first down play. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
It's a draw. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. To throw, it's Dart. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Now improvising. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to keep...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. The throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.